Before I get into like different theories or different concepts or different areas, I just want to try and give like a broad overview as far as, the scope, as far as for the rabbis, the Torah, divine, just to get little concepts as far as what's going on. So we all know the Torah starts, and also as far as the importance of being written in Hebrew, there's even a fast day that commemorates when the Torah was translated out of Hebrew into Greek. Um, the importance of Hebrew, and just as far as each letter, each word, each everything, there's reasons for it that we just don't understand, and we have to understand that we're human. We don't need to understand everything. We try, but some things are just beyond our comprehension. So, for example, there's an obvious, and so just to give well, something that I found was very good as far as beginning of the Torah. The Torah starts Bereshit bara Elohim et Hashemayim v'et haaretz. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And the first word is Bereshit in the beginning. And they speak, as we get on, they speak as far as what is going on, what's the extra words, S's, what's the word Bereshit. And each letter, each word means different things. And there's so many different ways to learn different things, to learn and to explain. There was a famous rabbi, the Vilna Gaon, that lived about the end of 1700s, 1800s. Um, that he was a brilliant rabbi. That goes without saying. I don't need to say it. And he was once giving a class to his students, and he was saying, listen, as I think about it, while he's giving the shir, like as I think about everything, all the Torah, everything is really included in the book of Bereshit. Then he waits a few minutes more and he's like, as I think about it, everything is just in the Parsha of Bereshit. Then he thinks about it more, and then he thinks about it, the more I think about it, I think you can find everything in the Torah in the first pasuk, the first sentence of the Bible. And then he goes, so one of his students goes to him, he's teaching 20, 25 years old people, and then he's like, I think he could he goes on, I think you can even find in the first pasuk of the first word of the Torah, Bereshit, you can find different allusions and different things to everything in the Torah. So by now, one of his students who's a little skeptical, he's, come on, Rabbi, how could that be? So he said, okay, test me. So, the boy who was asking, he says, okay, what was going on in his life? He just had a son recently. And when you have a son, if it's the first child for a woman, they need what's called the pigeon haben. They need to be, a redemption of the first son on the 30th day. Or after the 30th day, that's when they redeem the son and they give with 5 coins, they go to the Kohen and they get redeemed. That's called pigeon haben. So without skipping a beat, once this boy said, okay, so Rabbi, could you tell me where's Pidyon Haben in the first sentence of the Torah? So without skipping a beat, the Vilna Gaon goes, the first word is Bereshus, and he said, Ben Rishon Acha Shaloshim Yom Tifta. So it's like the acronym, Ben, a son, Rishon, your first son, Ben Rishon, Acha Shaloshim Yom, the Aleph is after, Shaloshim is 30 days, Yod is Yom, Tifta you need to redeem. So you see from this one word, he was able to explain about Pidyon Haben. Not explain, but just there's an allusion, there's an allegory, and that is how it is throughout the Torah, throughout the writings of the rabbis, everywhere that's what it is, and we just have to have our eyes open to see it.